In today's day and age in the slow pitch softball world, there's 9 million techs and specs and models of bats that you can choose when you're trying to swing your gamer or something new in the softball world. Today, we're gonna break down what goes into a bat and what to look for when you're buying your next slow pitch softball bat. The first thing when you're buying a softball bat is gonna be the certification or stamp on the bat. Certain bats are made for certain balls, for certain leagues, and so you should really find out what league you're looking to play or what tournament you're looking to enter before you buy your bat first off. So you can see on this one, it's got the USA softball stamp. That USA stamp means that it's for USA softball leagues. Some bats will have multiple stamps, meaning they work in multiple leagues. The only issue that could arise with that is the bat is not specifically designed for the ball that you are using. It's designed for multiple balls. So going into a tournament with USSSA and the harder 44 core balls versus USA and the softer 52 core balls, you know that there will be a performance difference between those two balls. And although the bat works with both of them, it's probably optimized more towards one or the other. So a general rule of thumb, if you want to find a bat specifically for the tournament you're looking at, is to find it with specifically that one league stamp. Really all that's going to apply for is the USA softball world, where you have 52 300s. A lot of the others use 44s, and so you'll see a lot of those with the dual stamps. But looking at USA or ASA softball as it was, compared to USSSA softball, that's really where you want to kind of find a single stamp bat to optimize for those softer balls. The next is one piece versus two piece. We get this question all the time on if a one piece bat or a two piece bat is the better option, and there really is no good answer. The one piece bat's gonna be a little bit stiffer, not quite as forgiving, and a lot of people who come from baseball or wood bat leagues and stuff seem to like single piece bats a little bit more just naturally because of the stiffer handle with less give. The two piece is gonna offer a little bit more flex because of the two pieces, and you can get into details with handle flex too, which makes it even more complicated. We'll get to that a little bit more at the end. But two piece in general, a little bit more forgiving. They're gonna give you a little bit more room to kind of work with on a miss hit versus a one piece where you'll definitely feel it. But with either one, the one piece or the two piece, the feel preference is really what's gonna drive success with it. It's not so much which bat is better, it's which one feels more comfortable to you, that you're more consistent. The next thing to look at after looking at the stamps and the one piece or two piece is the bat weight itself. Now back in the day, all the old heads are gonna say that you need to have a 32 ounce bat. The heavier the bat, the harder you hit it and the further it's gonna go. Nowadays, it seems like bats are a little more focused on hand speed and bat speed than they are on the actual weight of the bat. Most common being like a 25 ounce or a 26 ounce bat that's really gonna drive the quickest hand speed, but at the same time, what you wanna do is have the heaviest bat that you can swing without slowing down your hand speed. So if you can get a 26 or 27 ounce bat around at the same speed that you could do a 25 ounce bat, you're gonna be able to hit it further just based off the fact that you have a heavier bat. There's a lot of physics that's involved that I don't know the science behind that's gonna kind of drive that. In addition to the weight of the bat, there's also the weighting of the bat, whether it's a balanced or a mid-load, as Monsta likes to call it, or a end-loaded bat. A lot of baseball players and power hitters seem to like the end-loaded bats more. This is a pure Skybolt. It's a 26 ounce with the 1 ounce end load, so a little bit heavier with that full 1 ounce end load compared to a Monsta Fiend, which is a one piece 25 ounce mid-load bat. So you've got your balanced versus your heavier end load weighted bat, and you're gonna find differences between the two of them. But again, a lot of that is personal preference, and what you see being successful with the bat is kind of determined by how it swings to you. I've noticed personally, you get more power out of a end-loaded bat when you can get it around, but I like to pull end load a lot more. Whereas a balanced bat, you have more opportunity to push the ball and kind of go wherever you want place hitting with it, just not having that extra weight at the end of the bat, kind of dragging it down as you're trying to put the ball where you want to place it. Next thing to look at is the barrel length. Different barrel lengths are going to perform differently on the bats. In general, when you're looking at a bat that has a longer barrel, it's going to give you more sweet spot that you can hit, but it's not potentially going to go as far as a bat with a smaller sweet spot. That sweet spot's going to be harder to hit, but when you do, the trampoline effect's really going to shoot it off further than having a more forgiving area that kind of absorbs more of it and then pushes the ball outward. So you have differences there too, where power hitters who are very consistent and know their swing are going to go after a bat that has a smaller barrel because that sweet spot is just going to amplify the distance the ball goes. Whereas maybe a beginner or somebody who's trying to put the ball kind of wherever might like that longer barrel length because it's more forgiving and you have more sweet spot to make contact and not get rung up in the handle of the bat or the end cap. Last thing to look at is the handle flex. Now this is something that Monsta does a little bit more than most other bat companies, especially back in the day. They'd have their 1500 bat handles, which are basically noodles that you could bend over your knee and curve halfway around, versus the super stiff, which is the new alloy handles that Monsta has now. It seems like things back in the day were a little bit more flexy handle. Now it's extremely stiff handle. The differences there are going to be the flex handle is going to be a little bit more forgiving. It's going to feel a lot softer, but you're not going to be able to place the ball necessarily as well with a noodle bat handle as you would with a stiff handle. The stiff handle is going to ring you up a lot more though. You're going to feel a lot more feedback with it, but it's also going to be for the best power to put the ball where you want. And right in the middle is going to be like that mid-tier flex, which is going to kind of be the best of both worlds. That's what I prefer, and a lot of people prefer, is a two-piece bat with that middle flex, because you still have control with it. You can put the ball where you want, but it adds a little more forgiveness. So that way, if you do miss hit a little bit, you're not getting completely rung up. So those are the top specs to look at when you're looking at a new softball bat, or if you're trying to understand what your bat has and why you do or don't like it. You're looking at certifications, you're looking at barrel length, you're looking at the weighting, you're looking at the handle flex, and if it's one piece or two piece. All of those factors are going to contribute towards the bat being either good for you or bad for you. And at the end of the day, it's all personal preference, but this kind of helps you understand what each one does and looks like, and potentially help you find your perfect gamer. If you guys like this video, make sure you share it with a friend, comment below on what your favorite bat setup is, and make sure you subscribe, because we got more coming for you guys. See you in the next one. Later.